In this video, we'll look into SQL question and answers. This is part 2. So, first question would be find even and odd rows in a table. How do we find even and odd rows in a table? Let us take this customers table. Select star from SQLBasics.dbo.customers where let us say this customers table SQL Basics. Execute. So we have these 4 rows. So we want even rows and odd rows separately. Even rows is 2 and 4. So where customer ID mod 2 is equal to 0. So this percentage sign is modulus of 2. That means the remainder should be 0. Then it will retrieve the even rows. Execute. So 2 and 4 are even rows. Now we'll get the odd rows. We'll copy this and if I say mod 2 is equal to 1, then we'll get odd rows 1 and 3. So that's how we can find this even and odd rows in a table. Next question is get all rows from the table except the first 2 rows. So select star from SQLBasics.dbo.customers and we'll order by customer ID, offset 2 rows. So if you select all from customers, you have this 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't want 1 and 2, we want rows 3 and 4. So offset 2 rows. The first rows will be offset. So if I execute this, we got 3 and 4. So that's how we can offset the number of rows in the beginning and get all the rows after that offset. So next question would be get the rows 3, 4 and 5 from the table. So we don't want rows 1 and 2 and we don't want any rows after row 5. So let us take this table orders. Select star from SQLBasics.dbo.orders. So here in this we have 6 records. There are 6 records. So we want just 3, 4 and 5 records. So we'll say order by order ID and offset 2 rows. That means first 2 rows will be offset and fetch Next, 3 rows only. So offset 2 rows, first 2 rows don't take them, and fetch next 3 rows only. Next 3 rows would be 3, 4 and 5. If I execute this, so we got 3, 4, 5 records. That's how we can offset and fetch next the required number of rows. Now next question would be create an XML of the table data. So here let us take this select star from SQLBasics.dbo.customers. So this table data, we need it in an XML form. So for that we can say for XML path. Execute this. We got this for XML path, and each row is coming under these tags, row tags, and we're getting customer ID and customer name inside each row. And we can as well say for XML raw, there are many other ways, but I'm showing here some of the ways how you show them. For XML is the tag we use. For XML raw will give it in this format as 4 rows, and it is ending with this tag. That's how this XML table data can be converted into a XML file. Now let us see in the question of getting a current day. Select date name. So here date name is an inbuilt function of dd comma get date. So this will give us the current day. If I execute this, 19th. So today is 19th here, September 19th. So now to get the current month, select date name of comma get date. So this will give us the current month, September. What about current year? Date name of comma get date. If I execute this, 2020 is the year. What is the current date? Select get date. This will be the current date, 2029-19 is the time. It is the current date and time. These are some of the ways you can find out the current date, day, month and date. Now let us check for this null value. We have this customers table. So let us insert into SQL basics dot dbo dot customers values 5 and null. So I'm entering these values into the customer table, and let us check the table. Select star from SQLBasics.dbo.customer. If I execute this, we got this 5 null. Now let us count using the count of star. Select count of star from SQLBasics.dbo.customer. So there are 5 records here, and this fifth record for customer name is null. So if we say count of star, we get 5 records. But if we say count of emp name, select count of emp name from SQLBasics.dbo.customers, then SQLBasics. Let us see. Did we misspell that customer name? Sorry. So this should be customer name plus USTO your customer name. So customer name is giving us 4, whereas count of star is giving us 5 records, and count of customer name is giving us 4 records. So while counting the number of records, if we want to know the count how many records are there in the table, the best bet would be to use the count of star, because there may be null values in some of the columns, and that will give you the wrong count of the number of records. If you like the video, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. For notifications on upcoming videos, please click on the bell icon.